Dear colleagues, my name is Christiana Silture, Director of Human Resources and Admin Department. I want to officially welcome you as we kickstart the final stage of the staff appraisal process. As you know, the staff appraisal process is a platform for self-reflection and personal development. It allows you to review your accomplishments and identify areas that you have excelled or may need additional support. By reflecting on your performance, you can set new goals, refine existing skills, and outline action plans of your professional development in the coming year. This process fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility, empowering you to take charge of your growth through our support. In January, as you may recall, we completed Form A, and 6 months down the line, we completed Form B. As the end of the year approaches, it's time to complete the final stage of the staff appraisal process by completing Form C. Form C should be completed by reflecting on Forms A and B. Form C, therefore, is a reflection on the objectives, achievements, challenges, and development plan identified in Form A and B. And it provides a structured framework for you to reflect on your annual achievements, challenges, and areas for improvement. So, the Parliamentary Learning Podcast and Edu video will provide you with a step-by-step explanation on how to complete Form C correctly. If you have any questions, concerns, or clarifications, please feel free to contact Finda Bangura, Deputy Director of HR Admin Department, on her number 232-76-127774. I thank you all. Personal information. Here you input your name. For example, John Doe. Position/title. For example, data analyst. Department, for example, monitoring and evaluations department. Name of supervisor, for example, Johnny Walker. Director, CSPS department. Grade, for example, grade 10. Review date, for example, indicates the date that you and your supervisor completed your appraisal process. And the review period for Form C, July to December 2023.
Objective and achievements. Please reflect on each of the objectives and state your achievements. Going back to the objective we have set in Form A, briefly describe how well each objective you have set has been achieved so far within the review period. Briefly specify examples and evidence to support your comments and document the progress made during the last 6 months of 2023. Where an objective is incomplete or has been well done, please explain why. After doing this, you will now need to explain each objectives or areas of objective you are particularly satisfied with and why. In a separate text box below, this is where you explain a bit further what worked well and why. If you have multiple objectives, each one should be inserted separately as specified in the form. Similarly, the next text box is a reflection on your development plan. The development plan that you made in Form B, here you need to state how the knowledge and skill acquired have impacted your work. You can also highlight challenges, if any. A key aspect of the appraisal is specifying how the feedback, support from your boss has helped you. Here in a separate text box for this. Have you had sufficient direction, feedback, and support from your line manager? Please explain. Here, reflect on the director and indicate support you receive from your line manager, if any, and talk about it. Be as candid as possible. After doing this, your line manager will need to summarize the progress of performance objective. That is what have been the key highlights of the performance and areas of improvement for you.
Personal information, competencies assessment to be completed by the line manager after an appraisal discussion with a member of staff. Here, staff will be rated on a scale of 1 to 5, where 5 is excellent, 4 is very good, 3 is good, 2 is satisfactory, and 1 is poor. The rating will cover key proficiency areas like job knowledge, punctuality and attendance, delegation, teamwork, decision making, communication skills, and problem solving. To drive a smooth conversation between the line manager and the line managee, the HR/admin department provided short definitions underneath each proficiency area. After that, the total scores of the staff will be calculated on the overall performance, rating done by the line manager in the presence of the staff. Final comment and sign-off. In conclusion, the following comment and sign-off will be done. Staff's final overall comment on the appraisal process and final rating. Line manager's final overall comment on the appraisal process and final rating. Director of department overall comment after going through the process and checking for consistency, fairness, and level of accuracy. Human Resources and Admin Department comment and sign off to ensure all compliance and requirements are followed.
Please note that staff will be appraised in the department they were when they completed Form B. For instance, if you were in the HR Admin Department when you completed Form B and now you are in the Committees Department, your appraisals for Form C will be led by the supervisor from the HR Admin Department in collaboration with your new supervisor in the Committees Department. Staff should provide evidence or justification of work done or capacity built during the appraisal process. The supervisor should choose an appropriate or conducive atmosphere or place for the appraisal. Please note that during your appraisal, your departmental director or the HR Admin Department director may decide to observe your appraisal meeting. They can observe and make comments, but they cannot in any way rate your staff. The final rating is left in the hands of the supervisor leading the appraisal meeting. The process should be professional and truthful. No intimidation or threatening from individuals during the appraisal process is allowed. Supervisors and staff should read the definitions underneath each competency area to understand how to drive the conversation. Under the overall performance rating, your supervisor should fill only one column that applies to the staff. The supervisor can rate a staff either an excellent, very good, good, average, or poor performance. Finally, the process should be fair, transparent, evidence-based. Rating is based only and only on evidence.